Cowabunga dudes, I'm back with another paleo day of eating video where I show all of my meals that I've been enjoying the most lately on my paleo diet. Let's get to the recipes. For breakfast this week I've been having bacon and egg cups. So first of all, you're going to want to preheat your oven to 325 degrees Fahrenheit or about 160 degrees Celsius. Then you're going to want to grease a 12 cup muffin tin with ghee, coconut oil or butter. So we cut up several pieces of bacon medallions. You can use regular bacon if you like, but these are just a little bit leaner. We chop those up into several pieces and then put them to one side. You're going to want to cut up half of a red bell pepper and one shallot. Then we're going to heat up a pan to medium heat and we're going to start frying the bacon. When that's almost cooked, we then add the shallot and bell pepper and sprinkle in a bit of salt and pepper for taste. We keep stirring and allow that to cook for about 3 minutes, at which point we'll add in 3 cups of spinach. We'll allow that to cook and keep stirring until it's wilted, usually about 2 minutes. Then we'll remove the pan from the heat and set it to one side. Then in a large bowl we'll whisk together 11 eggs and half a cup of full fat coconut milk, and we'll whisk that together until it's thoroughly combined and smooth. Combine the bacon and vegetable mixture and try to distribute it evenly over the muffin tray. You should be aiming for 12 egg cups here, so try to distribute it as evenly as possible. And then slowly ladle in the egg mixture over the top as evenly as you possibly can. Put it in the oven and bake for about 20 to 25 minutes. Sometimes they bubble up a bit, sometimes they come out a little bit flatter, but either way, tastes amazing, great for breakfast or lunch. First thing we do is make our taco seasoning. I omit chili powder from this because I suffer from acid reflux, but you can add 4 tablespoons of chili powder to this if you wish. We use 2 tablespoons of ground cumin, 1 tablespoon of paprika, 2 tablespoons of onion powder, 2 tablespoons of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon dried oregano, half a teaspoon of sea salt, and we mix that all together and then set it to one side. We then cut up 1 tomato, half a red onion, a handful of cilantro and combine that in a bowl, and we'll add the juice of half a lime, and that's going to make our salsa. And then we make up our guacamole, which is dead easy to make. We just cut up 1 ripe avocado. We use the other half of the onion, another hand of cilantro, the juice of 1 lime and a little bit of salt, and we just mash that up until it's combined. In a large skillet we'll heat up some coconut oil and then add 1 pound or just under 500 grams of ground beef. We'll cook that for about 5 minutes until the beef starts to brown. Drain away the excess fat and then we'll add our taco seasoning, 2 tablespoons of taco seasoning, and then we'll save the rest for the next time we make this dish. We'll lower the heat a little while and allow the beef to simmer for about another 5 minutes. Then we'll put the beef into one of our Tupperware containers and we'll start serving up our first serving of taco. We want to keep it paleo and grain free, so we're using our own homemade tortilla recipe. I'll be posting that recipe in one of my next videos. But if you live in America, for example, you've got loads of options for grain-free, gluten-free tortillas. Over in England, we really don't have any grain-free paleo tortillas in our supermarkets, so we've just decided to make our own and they come out absolutely delicious. I'll be posting a recipe video soon, but they contain almond flour and arrowroot flour and they're dead easy to make. This taco meal is paleo and keto friendly, tastes amazing, and it's so simple to make. The next meal is one of my absolute favorites to eat lately. It is chicken stroganoff with garlicky sweet potato mash. Stroganoff is frequently made with sour cream, but to keep it paleo we're using coconut milk and a bit of lemon juice. For the mashed potato we're adding garlic to give it some extra flavour. First of all, we'll just peel 4 sweet potatoes. We'll boil a saucepan full of water at high heat. Season the water with 1 tablespoon of salt and then we'll just add the sweet potatoes and boil them until they're tender, usually about 15 to 20 minutes. Drain them and return them to the saucepan. We'll add 3 tablespoons of olive oil, 1 tablespoon of ghee and a little bit of salt and pepper for taste. And we'll just mash up the potatoes until they're really smooth. So we'll lightly season 4 chicken breasts with salt and pepper. That should give my wife and I 2 servings each of this dish. We'll preheat a skillet and melt some coconut oil, then cook the chicken until it is golden brown on one side. Usually it takes about 4 to 5 minutes. Then we'll flip it over and cook for another 4 or so minutes until golden brown on the second side. We'll transfer the chicken onto a plate and set it to one side. Then into the pan we'll add 8 ounces of mushrooms, a teaspoon of ghee and a little bit of salt. We'll add 1/4 of a sliced onion. We'll then add 3 chopped cloves of garlic and we'll cook that for about another 4 minutes. We'll then add 1 cup of full fat coconut milk and 1 tablespoon of Dijon mustard. We'll bring that to a simmer and we'll cook it until it's reduced by about half in volume, and we'll stir regularly while it's cooking. When it has reduced by half in volume, we'll add 1 cup of chicken stock, and again we'll bring that to a simmer. We'll keep cooking and stirring that until it's reduced by half in volume again. At which point we'll remove the pan from the heat. We'll add dill and lemon juice and season with black pepper. We use about 2 tablespoons of dill and 1 teaspoon of lemon juice. We'll place the chicken on the plate, spoon the hot stroganoff sauce over the top of the chicken, and it's ready to eat.